What is this animal? Is that a goat? I don't think I've ever seen a black goat before, man. But what is this? All right, guys, you gotta bear with me in this one, because I'll be honest, man, I have never, ever heard of an American state fairs. What is that? I know a fair could be like somewhere, I don't know. Today we're going to be checking out Britain ain't got nothing on American state fairs. Is it like a place you go to do parks and stuff? I suppose we'll find out. But welcome on in. Hope you guys are doing absolutely beautiful today. Merry Christmas. It's the 3rd of December, but I'm saying it anyway, okay?
Today, my wife and I decided to come here to the Wisconsin State Fair.
Okay. We can do bow and arrows.
Yes, first time as well. Well, before I moved to America, I didn't really have a full comprehension
It's like theme park. Oh, it's a theme park.
of what a state fair actually was. This was a concept that I'd heard about in American films. Since I've moved to America, I've made the connection that state fairs are sort of like a combination of what in the UK we would call a travelling fun fair and a county agricultural show. Those are two different things. When I was a kid, a fun fair would be this thing that would just turn up in a field for a few days with rides and...
A fun fair. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense now. I did not know what I was loading this video up for. You guys just call them state fairs. Gotcha.
Candy floss, or cotton candy, as it's known in America. And it was basically entertainment for kids. And an agricultural show was your livestock and farming-related stuff that was on show to the public. It was basically a way to say, look, this is the county you live in. Here's what your county does agriculturally. And I have limited recollections of doing both as a kid. They were fun up until a certain age. And then I discovered roller coaster theme parks and London Zoo. And so...
Yeah, fun fairs where we're at, not great, to be honest, man. You know, you got a couple of caravans pulling up and they put out like a merry-go-round, and then you got like a sheep walking around shitting all over the place. Yeah, it's not great, really.
Suddenly, these things seemed a little boring. Well, many years later, after moving to America, I attended my first state fair.
I just know this is going to be awesome.
And this is before I was a YouTube sensation, so I didn't bother to film any of it. So today, my wife and I decided to come here. And just a few minutes in, I was quickly reminded of the fact that those British fairs that I mentioned a moment ago are behind America in one particular thing, and that is scale. What do you know? Huge state fairs even have room for the hugest chessboard I've ever seen. Whereas a lot of shows and fairs in Britain take place in a small area of a field, American state fairs like this one have actual infrastructure in place that are known.
Oh my god. This is a state fair. Yeah, there's a bit of a contrast in terms of quality and scale here. And you can compare to what we got, and oh dear. This is embarrassing a little bit.
It's the state fair grounds, and they're huge. How huge? Well, my first observation is that the Wisconsin State Fair is so big, it has chairlifts to get around.
Wait a minute, you guys there's actually parks. You see, we don't have that either, man. We don't have specified actual fair park locations, state fair locations. We just, whoever's throwing the fun fair over here just rents a field, pulls up their fucking merry-go-round, and then that's it, man. It's just in a random field, coarse cow shit everywhere, overgrown grass, muddy, horrendous, probably raining. Look at this! Oh man, this looks cool.
Like it's some sort of ski resort. Usually when I've been to a state park, you might have a little sort of inbuilt train system that takes you around the entire thing, but never these things.
Nope.
And I'm not someone who's particularly good with heights, so I'm going to walk the rest of this distance. If the state fair teaches us anything, it's that portion sizes are ridiculous and often expensive. And yet, as a YouTube sensation, I used to succumb to eating out every time. That was because I don't have time to cook. I mean, who wants to chop vegetables after editing for an hour? That's why I've been using Factor 7. And in a way, I was glad that I got to meander through the main thoroughfare on my own, because it brought to my attention the scale of not just the state fair itself, but the food. When I think of those fairs in Britain, there were hot dog stands and things of that nature.
That's all you got, really.
I don't remember there being funnel cakes.
What the flip is going on? What the? Is this just specifically in the state fair? You got, I don't even know what a funnel cake is. Baguette? What the hell is a baguette? Deep fried French pastries, cold drinks, chicken tenders. We got deep fried. Yeah, I'd probably have a heart attack in there, to be honest, man.
I remember there being elephant ear. I don't remember there being an Irish pub. And the food on offer here, frankly, is indicative of two things. Firstly, that Americans like food. And number two, that you need all of this food to feed the many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who attend every single year.
This is absolutely wild, man.
These are
Look
not
at
attendance
this.
numbers that you'll see in the UK. And that's weird
No.
because we have more people per square mile. You would think that in each county where our
don't count,
agricultural
man.
shows take place, you would have more people come. Why don't you?
Because they're shite. That's why. Because our fun fairs are ass. They're crap, man. The reason people don't go to them is because they're crap.
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, our fairs don't last as long. State fairs in this country seem to last up to 2 weeks or thereabouts, sometimes longer, sometimes slightly shorter. But the equivalent fairs in Britain typically run about 2 to 4 days.
Couple days.
I don't think people in Britain, on the whole, identify with their county as much as Americans identify with their state.
Agreed.
So when Wisconsin has a state fair, it's going to attract more visitors from Wisconsin and heck, even from Illinois, but only because it's nearer to me than the Illinois State Fair, because people in Wisconsin are proud of their state. So they're like, yeah, of course we're going to the state fair. In Britain, you know, I never woke up and go, ooh, I live in Lincolnshire, let's do Lincolnshire things. And the final and most obvious reason is that state fairs are a one-stop shop. Like I said earlier, you've got the agriculture side of things here, but you've also got the fun fair side of things. And the grounds are so massive that it feels like both elements, the rides and the agriculture, take up more space than they would at respective fairs in the UK. State fairs in America are so big, they even have room for a shopping mall.
What?
And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a child anymore, so the rides don't appeal to me for much the same reason that chairlifts don't. But I'm happy for the people that are currently vomiting up their corn dogs.
I loved it. Whenever I had I know I didn't put anything on my corn dog, and a lot of people said, Adam, why are you going in dry? Let me tell you something. It was still nice, man. It was great. I know everyone kept saying, Adam, you should have put mustard on it. Yeah, well, I'll know for next time. I wish I know for a fact that corn dog would have been so much nicer with some mustard on it. Oh.
I am going to be spending a few hours here today. I will have to eat something. So my wife has challenged me for the first time in my life to try funnel cake. We'll get to that in a bit.
Oh,
first,
yeah.
I need a burger. Just stopped off at a British sounding place called Major Goolsby. Do you think that sounds British?
Yum.
Standard cheeseburger. Not your standard cheeseburger. And I could spend all day talking about all the many food options, all of the many rides, and that still doesn't cover the fact that many of these state fairs have an amphitheatre.
A what?
What's that for, Lawrence? Well, it's not for gladiatorial battles yet. It's where pop stars come to sing. You know, I read that the Beatles sang at the Indianapolis State Fair in the 60s. Nowadays, you might get Taylor Swift. Actually, Boys to Men. So Taylor Swift is too big for this. But that just underscores, I think.
I'm taking Boys to Men over Taylor Swift every single day of the week. It's not even fucking close, man. Although we've come to the end of the road.
How popular these things are in America.
Still
like, imagine Dua Lipa turning up to the Yorkshire show. Now, there is one major thing that US state fairs have in common with UK agricultural shows.
What is it,
Remember earlier when I said this is the county you live in, here's what your county does agriculturally. Yes? Now that I've been to 2 different state fairs in the Midwest, it's obvious that these fairs exist partly to bring attention to the best that state has to offer. With Wisconsin, surprise, surprise, that mostly revolves around one thing. Yeah, Wisconsin's going to be the death of me.
Oh, dear Lord.
Apparently this is the thing to get at the state fair. It's called a cream puff. It's giant. I don't know if I can actually put this whole thing in my mouth.
Imagine if it's
That's a cream pie, but there's a reason they're not calling it that.
a radio show. There's no context for what we're saying.
I mean, it's okay. It's just whipped cream. It's a lot of whipped cream.
Yeah, I mean, they have to churn a lot of that out because they have thousands of visitors every day. So it's never going to be gourmet.
I mean, it's all right. It seems kind of heavy for a 90-degree day.
Well, the Wisconsin State Fair has an actual museum devoted to all of it. It's never going to be gourmet.
I'll be honest, I've never been a fan of these. Even over here, like even the ones I get here, man, I just don't know what it is. They just do not appeal to me at all. They're just, nah. Not for me. Oh, cool. Okay. The hell's up?
Ow, it stung. What I like, though, are the animals. We're going to get to see plenty of those. We're about to watch a goat get milked. That's the highlight of my day. What about you? Oh, look at
What the hell is that? A dog?
Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty.
What the Oh, is that its balls?
Weird neck.
Oh, it's its titties. What is this, Sano? Is that a goat? I don't think I've ever seen a black goat before, man. Why is it? What is this? Have I ever seen a black goat? A bloat?
Jesus.
Ah!
You can't come to Wisconsin and not pick up some free cheese. Goat cheese as well, isn't it? I prefer that to the droppings.
Aww.
Do you like corn as well? You're proper Midwestern.
Yep, get up!
Oh, you stand here, don't you? Hui, let's throw, yay!
Oh!
That was unbelievable. Did you get that? That was my first shot.
Yo, he just broke character. I love it. I love that he just broke character, man. He went from Lawrence to Drury Brit to fucking ecstatic.
Did you get that? That was my first shot.
Yo, we need more of that, man.
Your favorite part of the fair so far?
That's a good question. I'll be honest, it's not my thing. I'm not a big fan of crowds. I'm not a big fan of loud music when I'm trying to talk in a video. And I don't really like sweet food with lots of sugar in it. But I was a child once, and it brings back a little bit of nostalgia.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably agree with him.
For me, it's nostalgia that's like amplified because, you know, it's
You're more aware.
America.
Okay.
That's a regular funnel cake, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Thank you.
All set. Have a good day, okay?
You too, thanks. I like that they give you a fork, like you're going to use that.
What is this?
I suppose I might, actually. Kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I gave up added sugar. This is an exception that I'm making. If I was still eating added sugar, I wouldn't choose this every day of the week. But if somebody gave it to me, I would not throw it in their face.
Well, I mean, that's
What's
the point
in
of
it?
fair food, though, right?
To throw it in their face?
No, it's only eat it like once a year.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I have to leave here now because I understand this tent is being loaned out to boys to men who are, hello, my wife's a huge fan. Anyway, let me know in the comments whether you've attended a state fair this year. Yes, this is my garden. But in my defense, it's very hard to film at the state fair without feeling self-conscious.
Hey, Lawrence, you did a good job, man. I love that he just broke character there, guys. Ain't gonna lie, man. That was funny as shit. Hey, state fairs in America look wild. Holy. Hey, like I said, man, obviously whenever I watch these videos, you know, I compare everything to where I live. And anything you got and also we got, you usually win in terms of pure quality, sheer quality, scale, things to do, things to see and eat. There's one thing that kind of just takes it up the notch. I'm going to assume these state fairs happen around the summer, maybe? We don't really get summer. We do for a little bit, sometimes. Going to the state fair in great weather that you guys do get in a lot of places would just be taking it up a notch to the next level, and it's... I would love to go, man. I would love to go. Also got my Hellfire Club Stranger Things t-shirt on. I feel like this is something I'd wear to the state fair. I don't know why I needed to share that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you as always. Have a great night. Goodbye.